Hello everyone, welcome back in my channel. So it's been a while ever since I uploaded a video. It's been like around 50 days because I was busy with the work and I just got this new S23. You might have seen multiple videos, but this is my first to Android flagship. So I'm gonna tell you about my overview. How is it? Because it's been like 24 hours ever since I got this one, and as I was using iPhone 13 Pro as my primary phone and this is my secondary one. So I got this for like 54k after all the card discount and the exchange with my older one, which was Redmi Note 9 Pro. So in this video I will tell you how is it like my first impressions. So far it is pretty good, but as lots of YouTubers says like uh, this is feature packed. Yes, that is true, but when I compare it to the iPhone, I won't say that I will be switching to this phone permanently or something like that. It will remain my secondary one because still my preference is iPhone, and I will give you my reasons why. But in this video we are going to talk about like the basics and how is this phone different from the others. So I have options like Pixel 7a, Pixel 7, Nothing Phone 2 or the S23. The reason why I chose this one because of the processor, which is 8 Gen 2 and made by TSMC, not the Samsung. And as you all know that there are issues with the 8 Gen 1, and like Tensor G1 and G2 both are made by Samsung, and there were like heating issues, fingerprint issues and stuff like that. So that was the reason why. And other reason is like Samsung is the only one which is offering 4 years of Android updates and 5 years of security patches. And so far like this one is bloatware free, apart from few like Netflix, Snapchat, you can uninstall all these. So far it is pretty good with the experience. So first pro, which I want to tell you, like I'm not sure if you can see it on the screen, but the animations are like it is pretty smooth, almost like instantaneous, even faster than the iPhone, because with the iPhone you have the animation gestures, but it is very low on this one. And I've made a couple of changes. I'm going to make a video about that if you are interested about good lock, so I will make a separate video on that one. So the UI is nice, but I'm not getting quite used to it because with the iPhone you can simply swipe down and use the spotlight, but on this one you have to tap over here. So it is like 2 steps more. That is the first thing which I've noticed moving from an iPhone. So if you are planning to moving from the iPhone, that is the first thing which you might notice if you use spotlight a lot, just like me. So the battery, as it's been like 24 hours, I cannot really comment on the battery life. It was pretty good for first 24 hours. Like I charged it around 2:38 p.m. yesterday afternoon and it was fully charged, and today around 2:30 it was left with like 25%. But I've not really used the phone that much, and it was all like offline hours, so it was not screen on time, it was basically screen off time. So about the charging speed, so this one does comes with the USB type C to C cable, but there is no adapter, so I was using a PD adapter, and this phone really gets hot. If you use a power adapter which is over 35 watts, this phone will get hot, like you won't be able to hold it while charging. But when I used the other charger which was like 35 watts, then it was fine, and it took around 1 hour and 20 minutes to fully charge this phone. It shows 1 hour 20 minutes, but eventually it take around like 51 or 59 minutes, something like that. So with that, it is slow charging, not fast charging, but I'm quite used to it because with the iPhone as well you're not really getting any fast charging, but that one does really charge faster as compared to this one. So apart from the battery, and yes, I was using one 5G and one 4G SIM, which is Vodafone Idea and the Jio, so it is dual SIM, and you can also add eSIM as well. And for the cameras, I'm gonna show you some samples. So here are the samples. Alright, so I was in Select City Walk Mall and there was some Adidas, something like that. So this is one of those and it looks pretty good, and this is not like multiple shots. I took two shots and both of them were really good, so this is one of them. You can see the lights and the blues and the yellows colors pop out really a lot. So this is because I was there for my AirPods replacement. This is the Apple Store. So there were lots of human subjects and it is not like I was waiting for that moment. I simply opened the camera and clicked the picture, and as you can see it turns out good. I won't say like amazing because you can see some of the objects and the motion blur, but that will be there. Then I will use the same location with the telephoto. So telephoto is nice. I won't say there's any issue because color profile is pretty much the same as the other lenses, which is rare in Android. That's my experience, so which is good. And just one more thing, all of the samples which I am showing you, it is not like the best output because I simply click the picture and showing it to you right now because they are not multiple shots. So in day-to-day scenario, this is kind of pictures which you're gonna get with your S23. And moving on to next one, this is like lots of colors and lots of brands, and also this turns out really well, at least to my eyes, because everything pops out really well and I cannot see anything which makes me think that this is not a good camera. And you can zoom in and see the more details. I checked it on the phone, both of the phones, and this turns out really well, and with the iPhone as well I will get similar result. So I have no complaints here. So next we have some pictures of the food. So for this one I took like many shots, and this is the best shot which I got. And under the settings you have one mode which is food, which tends to give you and focus on the food, like and the colors pops out really well on that one for the food only, because I tried it on one of the drinks and it is pretty good. And you don't really need any filter with these kind of pictures because this is without any editing or. So here's the slice of the same pizza. So in this one there seems to be some focus issue for some reasons, because I took like 6 shots and for some reasons it was really hard to focus on that cheese part. So this is my like 4th or 5th shot, and that is when I got that picture in focus. But as you can see on the right corner it is not in the focus, so that is there. And on to the next one, same story here. I was not able to get the entire food into the same picture, and it is not like I'm using a portrait mode. It is not even portrait mode, it is normal picture. For some reasons it is not able to like focus on every single thing on the table. That happened with one other picture where I tried to click the picture of the bill, but it turns out to be portrait, maybe some sort of bug. So, and this is the next picture which is about the drink I was talking about. So with the food mode, this looks like actually this is the same thing which I can see from my skin, like the color reproduction is the same when I choose the food mode under the move section. But when I do not choose that option, it is kind of yellowish for some reasons. You can simply pause the video and take a look at the picture and zoom in or zoom out, whatever you want, and you can see how these pictures are if you are planning to buy the S23. So this is more not even a portrait, but I tried to just it is just a random click. Then we have few portraits, and one more thing with the portraits or the normal camera, whatever you see in the preview, it is not gonna be the final output. If you are used to the iPhone, that is the case with them, but with this one, for example in this portrait, the curtains on my right side were completely blown out in the preview. When you open the camera app and when you tap on the shutter button, like after 2-3 seconds, when you click on the output, curtains were there, but in the preview it was completely washed out, like just white background, nothing else. So that is like, it is good, like you are getting the end result, and which is good, but the preview is not something which you're gonna get as the final picture. But yes, to be honest, the front camera obviously is far better than the iPhone, and yes, iPhone's camera is nowhere close to this one. And in this one, the portrait, you can see the edge detection and everything else seems to be pretty fine apart from the left side of my glasses, but that's just a minor part. And I think this is really a good portrait, and I'm not really into the pictures, but this is still, I like this one. Okay, so these were the samples, and it is not my like final camera review or something like that, because that was like first few pictures which I have collected with this phone. And apart from that, the video quality seems to be nice, but not as good as the iPhone. But there are few things which are really better on this one, like the customizability. You can pretty much customize every single thing. For example, I changed the recent app drawer to the stack one, just like the iPhone, and it works without any lag or something. So that is nice. Like, you can change the icons and pretty much everything. Like, I'm still trying to dig dive into it, and let's see how much I will be able to customize it. But it is what it is, and that is a good part if you want to customize it. But if you're not into customization and if you want to use it, like just insert your SIM card, you got the new phone and you want to use it, well, then that's the issue, because with the iPhone it is simply as like plug and play. But with this one, you have to customize every particular thing as per your preference. And some people might like customization, some people prefer the way iOS works, and I'm one of them. I do like customizability because I'm using Android like 7 or 8 years. But when it comes to customizability, it's like way too extensive. It is not something like changing the wallpaper. You can change the entire look, and it is way better than the MIUI or the stock Android which I have used in the past. So that's a plus. And apart from that, you have two stores in this one, which is Play Store and the Galaxy Store. Few apps are only available in the Galaxy Store, like the Good Lock one and Routines Plus. So I'm still trying to figure out like how these things works, so I will post you on that one. Okay, so when it comes to build quality, this one is way lighter than my 13 Pro, and the back feels really nice, just like the iPhone. It is frosted glass if I'm not wrong, but the side bezels are like rounded, not the square ones. So the iPhone seems like feels pretty premium in hand as compared to this one, and iPhone is little heavier as compared to this one. And for the camera bump, it is just a camera lens protector, so this does not comes with the phone. Talking about the front glass panel, which is Gorilla Glass Victus 1 or 2, I'm not sure, but the thing is, I've used this phone like barely used this phone, but there were a few scratches on the screen already, and there was no screen protector because I just got the phone and I was trying to set this up, and there are a few scratches here and there. So as soon as I got the screen protector and I applied it on my own. So this is the first thing. If you're gonna get this phone, make sure to get a screen protector and apply it as soon as possible, because this is prone to scratches. Apart from the display is pretty good and it gets plenty bright, and for some reasons it looks more brighter to me as compared to the iPhone, but I guess it will do the job in the harsh sunlight or wherever you go, so that is not the issue. I have not really used the display for any Netflix or YouTube, but I did try the audio playback and sound seems to be on par with the iPhone. It is not like one is better or the other. You are gonna enjoy it anyways. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I will upload a video for the full camera review, because there is one more app which is Expert Raw, where you have the Astro mode and stuff like that, and you can customize pretty much every single thing for the camera. So I will see how it goes with that app, and if you guys want me to make a video on the customizability part, so I will do that as well. Do let me know in the comment section below. And if you want a comparison it between the iPhone 13 Pro camera and the S23 camera, I will do that as well. So the final conclusion, how does it feels to move from iOS to Android, which is also a flagship, because I used to hear that a lot, like you're not using an Android flagship, so that is not a true experience. So even though I do have fun with me right now, still I tend to use the iPhone more. But it is not like this is a bad phone. This is a really good phone. If you're into Android, yes, it is way to go. But still, I'm gonna choose the iPhone over that as of now, because it's been like 24 hours. I'm gonna use it more and we will see how it goes. So if you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next